NL wildcard game where the two teams will face off to decide who will move on to the NLDS. It's today's defensive lineup for the home team. The righty will move up to the mound. The batter coming up now is Francisco Lindor. He's ready now, the pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. Fastball is swung on and fouled into left field. And that's in there for a base hit. Juan Soto will get the first crack at it here. Here's the pitch. From the belt, kick and deal. Here's a ground ball in towards the middle. Oh, Bichette will get his first opportunity now. Here comes. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. Here's one. On the first and it's a double play. Number 1 will get his first at bat now. And runners on the corners with 2 outs. One on and ready towards first base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 1. Let's have a look at the away team's defense lineup. The righty will move up to the mound. Coming up to the plate now is Xander Bogaerts. A pause, and now the pitch. Cut fastball thrown for a called strike. No ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Here's the windup. Now the pitch. Solid hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time. Number 3 steps up to the plate. Now here's the pitch. Swings against nothing but air. 0-1. And pitch. Swing. And he gets a bullet to third base. Nice grab there by number 27. And that's out number 2. First pitch coming from number 26. And it is sent the other way, deep right center field. And that is going to be a base hit. Fernando Tatis Jr. up next. Runner at first. From the belt, the pitch. Right. He waits. Now the pitch. That's 1 in there. From the stretch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for number 26. We are all knotted up at home. Number 27 will be the batter. And the pitch. Right, big swing and the miss. 0-1. And this is sent out high towards right. Here comes number 3. First pitch coming. Grounded, foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's the hit, and it'll be a ground ball. Number 4 will dig in. Runner at first with 1 away. And a first pitch strike. Now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. The 0-2 to number 4. He goes to second. Can't make it in time. He'll be taken out. We play 2.5. Jake Cronenworth will get his first swings here. Here is the first offering. Oh, the pitch is outside. It's a ball and no strikes. And that one is a called strike. Has a look, now the pitch. There's a strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cronenworth. Swing up high in the air towards the left line. And it's going to get down for a base hit. Stepping up now is Ramon Laureano. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Throw is on the way. swung and popped up high to the right. Number 3 there to take it in for the first out. Here comes Gavin Sheets. And he looks as the fastball goes by him for strike 1. Now all line to the left side. And this one is going into the seats down the left field line. Here he comes. Two down in the inning. Next batter up is Miguel Anjar. He comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at bat. Off the plate there. The 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball. He's got a base hit. And they play it safe at third. Runners up at corners with 2 away. Number 54 will step into the batter's box. Oh, nothing to hit on that one. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Right, that is a called strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is sliced to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And the 1 will come home to score from third. On his way to third on the single is Anjar. It's an RBI single for number 54. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this looks like it'll be fouled away. The pitch. Oh, watch out. Here's the 1-1 now to Bogart. Strike. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. A big pitch here. 1-2. Swung and popped up high to the left. Will put this away. And that will end the inning. Lewis Robert will come up. As he chases a bad one there for strike 1. A lot of movement on that one. Strike 2 pitch on the way. Hit to short. Bogart makes the play. And there's 1 gone here to start the third. Now a hard hit ball springs towards right. Francisco Lindor will come in. He's 1 for 1. Swing on the first pitch and driven off the ground to third base. Plenty of time to make the throw as they record out number 2. Here he comes. There he goes. Straight into center field. Base hit. And the run will come home to score from second. Mets have tied it up. Ground ball towards third. Down at first. Nice play by Machado. Number 3 will step in 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball called strike. From the belt, kick and deal. Takes a high strike call. The pitch. Back and out of play. From the stretch. Breaking ball gets the strike. Is at bat. Manny Machado will get another shot. He singled in his last plate appearance. Sharply hit in the left field. Out of play. No ball, 1 strike. And that's off the mark. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and that one never threatened the zone. Here's the 1-2. And he punches it out on strikes. It's back-to-back strikeouts. Fernando Tatis Jr. He's up for another try. First pitch to him. A strike. Now the pitch. He was slow on this one. Swung on and missed. Here's the windup. Now the pitch. That'll go through for a base hit. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. He singled and later short his first time. Foul straight back. He's ready now. The pitch. He blew it by him for a strike one. Here he comes. 3 throws, 3 strikes. Complete. Here's number 1. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. It's the target here for strike 1. Great blocking down center field. And this ball will go for extra bases. Number 27 will go for another one. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Right. He'll get tagged out before he gets to the base. Pump help the pitch. Here's one for Sheets. Throw on the first, gets him. 2 away. Number 3 will step in the box. First pitch attacking here, and that's the first strike. Foul. The 0-2 to number 3. Now here's a well-hit ball towards the right side. Junior will look up and put it away. And that ends the inning. Ramon Laureano will try it again. He flew out his last time up. He'll swing at the first pitch, but it'll bounce foul for the first strike. Here's the pitch. Up back and out of play. Has a look, now the pitch. And he goes down on strikes. Strikeout, number 6 for number 26. Gavin Sheets to stand in. He struck out swinging his first time. And a first pitch strike. Here comes. And a strike. And a pitch. Chop right side. On to the bag with it is number 27. Miguel Andujar will try again. First offering on the way. A grounder to first. And that will make it into right field for a 2-out single. Number 54 will step in now with 2 away as they need to get it going here. Grounded to first. Number 27 will step on the bag, and the side is retired. Number 4 will stand in here. Went down swinging his last time up. Swung on and carried high in the air out towards left center. Lewis Robert digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Swung on the first pitch, and it's going along the turf towards third. Throw to first is not in time, and the runner is safe. Coming up to the plate is Marcus Semien. He singled in his last plate appearance. Fly ball lifted out to left. And he'll have himself a base hit. And he'll make it safely to third, as they'll have runners on the corners now. 1 down in the inning, and the batter coming up is Francisco Lindor. He got just the top of that one, and is grounded up to second base. On now, on half of inning number 5. Coming up to the plate is Xander Bogaerts. He flew out his last time up. High foul off first base. And this one is turning into a foul ball. Throw is on the way. A grounder to second. Easy play for Semien. Here's the center fielder, number 3, called out on strikes his last time. First pitch breaking ball for strike 1. 0-1. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Here he comes. Struck up swinging. Machado will get in his 3rd attempt at it here. He's 1 for 2 up to this point. And a fastball blows by him for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the curveball. A pause, attempts so far. And the first pitch here is driven on the ground to third. And the road first gets there in time. Here's the third baseman, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 2. Line drive right field. Base hit to right field. Number 1 will step to the plate with 1 in and 1 away. Drop left side. Hitting it 1. Relay to first into time, and just like that, the side is retired. Fernando Tatis Jr. will come up to bat. He's 1 for 2. First pitch on the way. Swing on the first pitch, driven off the ground. Number 27 makes the play, steps on the bag. Now here's the first pitch. This one goes by the belt. 0-1. And the pitch. Changeup, thrown for a called strike. He waits. Now the pitch. Strikeout, number 9 for number 26. The bases are empty with 2 away now for Ramon Laureano. And here's his first pitch. And a curveball strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down low. Here's the 1-1. This one is swung on and fouled away. Here comes a 1-2. Right in there to finish him off. On to the top of inning number 7 we go. Number 27 will lead it off in the second as the 5, 6, and 7 hitters are due up. Popped up right side. Base hit for number 27. Number 3 will get another attempt at it. 1 for 2 thus far in the ball game. First pitch coming. A high strike there. 0-1. He's taking control of this matchup as he gets strike 2. This is a hard liner to center field. Number 3. Hang up and hit for second. Here's the catcher, number 4. He's 1 for 2 so far. First pitch coming from King. Tapped over the middle. Number 3, second out. Lewis Robert will have an RBI opportunity here. There's a pitch hit solid onto the turf. Number 27 rounds third. He's coming home. 1 run has scored. It's an RBI single for Robert. Marcus Semien will be the first to face off against the new pitcher. A grounder to short. There, bottom of the 7th inning. High France will pinch it for Gavin Sheets. A hit towards the opposite side, and it'll follow down the right line. The bases are empty here with 1 away, and stepping up now is Miguel Andujar. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. He waits. Now the pitch. Ball down low for ball 1. Here comes the 1-1. That's in for a strike. Here comes the 1-2. Got him. Great pitch. Strikeout. Number 11 for number 26. Number 54 will go for another one. First pitch to him. Popped up left side. Gets under this one. Away for the final out in the inning. the shortstop. He's 1 for 3. A cut and a miss on the fastball. 0-1. Here's a ball that gets lifted high up. Here's the left fielder, Juan Soto. Tries to lay one down, but misses for strike 1. 0-1. Fly ball left field. Way over towards his right. And there's 2 down. Coming up to the plate is Bo Bichette. 1 for 3 thus far. And that'll be a base hit for Bichette. He'll keep on going and head for second. And he is into second with a double. And a base runner for a very hot hitter in number 1. Here is the first offering. He comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. He got just the top of that one as it is grounded out to third base. He'll get home for a run with that. And he has no chance on the throw, and that will be scored a base hit. The first baseman, number 27, comes up to the plate. He's 1 for 3. There's a slider. Get in there for a strike. And the pitch. Smashed high in the air in the opposite direction to the right. It continues to be 3-1. Xander Bogaerts will get another attempt at it. 0 for 3 here in this one. And here's his first pitch. He'll start it off with a curveball for a strike. Throw is on the way. And a curveball thrown for a strike. Strike 2 pitch on the way. Soaring ball to the right. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 1 gone here in the 8th. First pitch on the way. Curveball thrown for a strike. And pitch. Popped up into foul territory. No play. From the stretch. And he takes it for the third strike. Strikeout number 12 or number 26. Here's Manny Machado. Lifted into right center field. Through a full 8 innings. Number 3 will step up to the plate to begin their half of the 9th. And this is sent out high towards left. Laureano gets in position. Number 4 will stand in here. Now here's the first pitch. It's going to be high in the air, the opposite way towards the gap in right center. Coming up to the plate is Lewis Robert. Runner at first with 1 away. Swing and a grounder in hard to second base. Turning for 2. It's a double play. Fernando Tatis will dig in. 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on the way. Oh, he'll take a look at ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. Here's a hard grounder to second base. First in plenty of time. 1 out, leaves nobody on. Jake Cronenworth will come in. Smash high in the air in the opposite direction to the left. There is Soto. And there are 2 away now. Ramon Laureano will step in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th. There's a cut fastball that will get in for a strike. 0-1. Great ball in there for strike 2. Has a look, now the pitch. Base hit to left field. Turning for second is Laureano. And he's in there safely with a double. Ty Grant try now, and the Mets are down to their final out. It's a changeup, got him for a strike. 0-1. There's a rocket hit into the left side, and that one will land for extra bases. It will bring home a run. Miguel Andujar will make his appearance now as his teammates are looking for that breakthrough play with a runner in scoring position. Garcia. From the belt, the pitch. And the ball is grounded to third. This series will go to the Mets, 3-1.